everyone. We're going to have a little coffee chat. I got my coffee. If you want to go grab something, hit pause and go grab a tasty beverage of your choice. So, over on the Twitterverse, something that was coming up for a colleague. And I've seen this not so much with money, but with love, which is not my specialty, but I do, work with people and their love lives. But this expectation that they watch like a collective energy reading, so for example, a collective energy reading would be the monthly reading that I have, or the moon readings I've done in the past, that kind of stuff. Those are collective energy readings where I'm looking at a pool of energy saying this is what's going on in it. Some people are how to put this? Sometimes there's readers who set up unrealistic expectations for their collective energy readings or for their clients, which I think does a disservice to the client and also for the reader. And these are the people who are telling you, like, you're going to get large amounts of money in your bank account. Oh, true love, tomorrow. It's there. Or at the worst, the scammers who are like, yes, you have a horrible curse, and if you give me $5,000, I will remove it. If anyone is setting up unrealistic expectations for you, you probably want to head the other way. Look, you want to do your due diligence before you order a reading or work with someone. And no, it does a couple things. One, it lets you know if they're going to set up these unrealistic expectations. If someone comes to me and wants to work on money, we're going to work on how they can do things to facilitate getting money. And that would depend on what they do. If they're looking to get a promotion or ask for a raise, they have their own business, how are ways they can promote themselves, social media, la-da-da-da-da. It involves work. It involves action. It involves doing things. And if you do get that large sum of money, and you've been doing the actions that some collective thing tells you, little cat eruption there, someone wants in. Where was I? So if you've been doing all this work and you're like watching this collective reading and they're like, yeah, you're going to come into some money. And then you come into some money. You know what? That's the hard work you've done. You're not going to, most of us are not spontaneously going to receive a large lump of money out of the blue. Yeah, sometimes people come pay debts, things like that. If you're working on some money issues and working on bringing money in, stuff like that. But not spontaneous money, just bam, coming out of nowhere. There's usually been some work, or in the case of one friend who was looking through some old stuff and she found $400 she had stashed. But she had stashed that as extra money and then kind of forgot about it because that's what she does. That's what her dad taught her to do. But it wasn't like out of the blue. She put that money there years ago and then she found it again. That kind of stuff, okay. Just out of the blue, not going to happen. Same with love. If someone says, yes, your true love is just right there. Probably not. I also am not a big fan of true love or soulmates kind of stuff. Pretty sure. Soulmates can just be best friends, people. Get it out of the romantic and see how you can bring that into the non-romantic. I would silly say if you're working with that true love soulmate stuff. So say my two true loves are two of my best friends, then what I've known since I was... Technically, I've known one longer. But we weren't friends back then. So I've known one since, like, we were both in junior high and known another since I was 15. We've known each other a long time. We come back to our relationships after a pause, and it's just, we get caught up, and the bonds are still strong. That would be more of a soulmate thing than, like, having to have romantic love. But that's a whole nother video. Expectations is what we're talking about, and the point of this whole coffee chat is, if someone has an unrealistic expectation, go with the, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If you're working with a reader that keeps giving you these expectations that are unrealistic, you might want to reevaluate working with that person. And that's like, if I'm ordering someone, reading from someone, there's a good chance I've stalked you for a long while, and I know how you work, and I know that you're going to play it straight with me, and I'll be like, yes, you're going to get this and this and this. If you don't do the work, it doesn't happen. And one person who kept like, but you said it's going to happen, but she would never do the work. She would never put in the hard work she needed to nail down what she wanted to do. And that's basically what the reading said. You have to do this stuff and make a choice and then pursue it. And she couldn't do that. She wasn't willing to move out of that comfort zone of not deciding, of indecision being very comfortable for her. But I didn't set up the expectation that she's going to do it. And we had some frank conversations that she didn't like. With like, you need to act, you need to do things, you need to, yeah. It's not going to fall in your lap. And that was weird. Lights just shifted because the things are coming up. So if you have like this concept of this, what you doing? All that Magnus. Silly boy. You know, if you're getting these unrealistic expectations around money or love or whatever the category is, I think, part with that person. You're not going to get huge lump sums of money. You're going to do the work. Readings should be guide paths to where you're going, or where you want to go, of give you some stepping stones, an outside view of where you're going. They're not exact things that are going to happen for you, and it's not going to fall into your lap. So I think I've babbled on enough. Magnus is scaring himself by knocking over an artboard. Talk to you later, everyone. And remember, go for the readers who are going to shoot it straight. They don't have to be, and remember, straight talk doesn't mean mean. It can be compassionate. You go for the style that works for you. And that's where the due diligence comes in. Because if someone just telling me pie in the sky dreams, I'm not going to order a reading from them. I'm going to go for someone who's going to tell it to me fairly straight and without a lot of unrealistic expectations. So, bye-bye. Go out there and be the love in the world.